Good afternoon, Pete. How are you doing?
Alex, I'm great, man. And today's a special
Today,
a special
today is
day.
a special day. You know why it's special, Pete?
Enlighten me and the audience.
Today is episode 25. We are 1/4 of the way to 100, baby. We're almost halfway there.
Almost halfway there. Almost.
You gotta look at things, the bright side of things, Pete. We are making our way. We have just started, and we're not even close to stopping.
Making our way downtown in Vampire's proverbial Mini Cooper. But holy crap, man.
honking at everyone down the street.
Yes, exactly. She's screaming and shouting at them. But no, on the real, 6 months. 6 months down to all the people that have been listening for the last 6 months. And to my friend Alex, we're moving, baby. Keep spreading the positivity. Keep bringing everyone over here. We want to just spread as much as possible. And we love you all. So stay classy.
So thank you everyone who's listening. We hope we make your days just a little bit better, a little more positive, and we all appreciate you, and hopefully at least one of you appreciates us. If we make a difference to at least, if we help one person out, that's progress, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Some people, they just need a little boost, and hopefully to a few people, or even just one, we give that boost.
True that, my dude.
With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone and everything in between, welcome to the Stay Positive Podcast. I'm Alex.
I'm Pete.
And this is episode 25. We don't know what we're talking about, and neither do you. I recently learned something. You don't follow the cesspool that is internet meme culture, but do you know what the word trigger means?
Oh, Alex, dude, I'm a meme god, man.
So you know what the word trigger and
course,
being triggered
of course.
references.
Everybody does.
I mean, not everyone, you know. For those of you unfamiliar, a couple of years ago, and we call it cancel culture now, but back then, there were people, when someone on the internet, on social media, didn't like something and got into a fit of rage, they would say that they got triggered. And I recently learned where that stems from. So, do you know what PTSD is? Post-traumatic stress disorder?
Alex, of course I do.
Yeah, we're college students. We suffer it every other day. Every exam day.
That is true.
But in all seriousness, it is a very tragic thing. But when you have post-traumatic stress disorder, you are suffering trauma, or you have backlogs of trauma that can be brought up, and what causes that trauma to resurface is referred to as a trigger. I didn't know that. I didn't know that's where the word trigger comes from, and it makes sense. Basically, if like one example they gave, or that I was read about, was if like your dad, and this is an example I read, if your dad, let's say, points his finger at you when he like beats you, then like 20 years in the future, if someone points the finger, you get like really scared and really stressed because you associate that to the past trauma.
Yeah.
Hence triggering the response, hence the word trigger. And one thing I learned is that everyone on the internet is wrong when they're using the word trigger. So apparently, medical professionals, when dealing with people who suffer from PTSD, the actual procedure, the actual way you're supposed to deal with triggers is to work through them. Try to disassociate the trigger from the trauma, try to work through it, try to surpass it. PTSD is not something to avoid, rather it's something that should be tried to overcome, try to surpass, try to beat it. And it requires a lot of effort, a lot of cooperation, and a lot of bravery, but, at the end it is really worth it. And that really made my blood boil when I realized everyone on the internet was using the word trigger to basically mean stop doing, basically the previous version of cancel culture. When you got triggered, the idea was stop doing this, you're triggering me. And that
Huh.
really peeved me off, Pete. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, it's messed up. I mean, if you're talking about, so this really came from PTSD. At least the idea of having a trigger, an emotional trigger from PTSD. That is
I
the.
think so, yeah. So basically, people were using. I think so. So I'm 90% sure. If I'm wrong, please, audience, correct me and forgive me. Whatever. Please forgive me. And but I'm pretty sure that's where the word trigger comes from. Like that's like the origin of like what it is. It's like, and it makes some semblance of sense. If something elicits a very stressful reaction out of you and it's called a trigger, well, all the people on the internet incorrectly associated that to, oh, I don't like this, it's triggering me. In other words, what should
Mm,
be treated as genuine stress, uncontrolled stress, has basically been turned into a subcultural meme version of this makes me upset, which kind of
oh.
sucks. But that's not the part that bothers me. I mean, that's pretty messed up and it bothers me a lot. But, meme culture is meme culture. I don't take it personally, and neither should you. Because if you do, oh boy, your blood level is going to get really high really fast.
No.
No, but the thing that really bothers me is that, medically speaking, the way you're supposed to handle being triggered is to work through it. In other words, accept it and overcome it. The way it's been used on the internet is, I don't like this, stop doing it. Which, like I said, is basically the predecessor for cancel culture nowadays, both of which are stupid.
Cancel culture
Um,
sucks, man. I hate it.
it really sucks.
You
I
can
can't wait
really.
until it's our turn to deal with
Yeah.
that nonsense. But like,
Don't cancel, stay
everyone, when you
positive.
get triggered, you're, no offense, but 99% of you that actually get triggered legitimately, not like jokingly, you're kind of stupid. And I'm referring not to the people. I'm specifically referring to like the internet trolls, not the PTSD people. To those who are having that, I wish you all the best, and you are strong, you're brave, and you have to tackle this problem one step at a time. And I wish you all the best of luck. To all the inconsiderate jerks out there that bludgeon the word trigger, you have no sympathy from me. Thank you.
Oh man, that's funny. Dude, I've seen so many memes just with the word like triggered.
Triggered.
It's crazy. Meme culture is hilarious though, I have to say.
It is hilarious,
It's
but
it's
like
it's
the thing is, there are people out there who take it seriously, and people who unironically use the word trigger both incorrectly and seriously. It's like, this is triggering me.
mm.
Like genuine, like you know what a Karen is, right? Yeah, basically that. Basically, if you need to know
A
what
Karen.
someone what real life triggering looks like, just Google, literally just write Karen on YouTube
Oh
and
my
you'll
god.
find it. You'll know what I'm
Dude,
talking
that's
about.
so funny. You know what a carrot is, that's what he said.
I mean,
Oh
Pete,
man.
even my mom knows what a Karen is, and she
What?
does not. She doesn't know
No.
anything about like internet culture. So the fact that she knows means it's
Oh
like
my
it's
god.
real. It's
Dude,
real,
well,
Pete.
no, of course it's real, man. I mean, you have
It's
there are
tragic.
there are literally Instagram pages, things called like
Dedicated.
revenge of the Karens or like Karen takes
Instant
over.
karma. Instant
Nah, I wouldn't
karma.
even say instant karma. It's just stuff that shows Karens in action, man. And I mean, for people named Karen, this is just you're very unfortunately placed in this situation because you could like you're named Karen, but you might be not an actual Karen, but for
Yeah, that.
all the
To
actual
all our fans that
all
are
the
named
American
Karen,
the
I'm
Karens.
sure you're a lovely person, and you're not. You're not, and I'm sorry that the internet has basically associated Karen for middle-aged woman that complains about every little thing that makes no difference to both herself and the world around her. Uh, so yes, sorry about that, but in all fairness, you do know what we're talking about. Anyway, back to being triggered.
That's
These
awful.
people, yeah. What were you saying?
I said that was awful. That's hilarious though.
It is what it is, you know.
Go on though.
The worst is when they're actually named Karen, because that's just like, ouch. Like when the meme just there was a woman named Karen who was complaining about how like the Karen memes were like sexist, and the whole internet just blew up because there was just like a Karen being a Karen about Karens. It's
Bruh.
like you couldn't make this stuff up. You
No, you
just can't
can't.
make it up.
That's out of a movie, dude. Wait, where's that from? I want to find that.
What?
That Karen being a Karen about Karens.
That's not a movie reference. If it is, I reference it unintentionally. That's just like the reality that a woman named Karen behaving like a Karen about the concept of Karens. It's like you can't like you can't like deliberately reach that level of
Bruh.
like lack of self-awareness.
Bruh, wait, can I just say that right now, this is where we've gotten with media nowadays. Is the first thing because I searched up exactly that phrase, Karen being a Karen about Karens, and a BBC News article shows up. Says, what exactly is a Karen and where did the meme come from? Like, this is what our world has stooped to, man. We're getting BBC News articles about Karens.
Yeah, there's hurricanes in Guatemala. There's people dying in Africa.
There was an
There's
earthquake
murder
in
happening all over the
Massachusetts
place. There's an
last
earthquake in
weekend.
Massachusetts, and BBC is writing an article about women called Karens getting
And meme culture.
memes. They're writing about memes. Modern media, mainstream media,
Oh
is
my
so out of
God.
touch that they're writing about memes.
Dude, it's bad because they want to try to reach our demographic, millennials, Gen Zers, and they have no idea
Yes.
how to, so they just try to blend in whatever they can. And like it's sad, man. It's so sad.
Yeah, but the thing is, the beautiful thing about memes is their low effort. The people who create memes don't try. They just gain traction because haha funny. These people are like trying to like legitimize an illegitimate topic.
Yeah.
It's like, what's wrong with you?
No, I feel that. I feel that heavy. Damn. What's your favorite meme of all time?
My favorite meme of all time. There was one meme that really like I burst out laughing the first time I saw it, and
Yeah.
I like was tearing up, and it's stupid now, but like it's basically called like I think super or soup, spelt like the food soup.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically a guy who he's like he calls his brother or something. He calls the guy on the phone. He's like, "Hey, are you coming over?" It's like, "Come over here." And the guy's like, "I'm busy right now." It's like, "With what?" It's like, "I'm buying clothes." And it's like, "Okay, hurry up." It's like, "I can't find them." It's like, "What do you mean you can't find them?" "I can't find the clothes. There's only soup." It's like, "What do you mean there's only soup?" "It means there's only soup." And then he's like, "Get out of the soup aisle." And he's like, there's just more soup." And he's like, "Where are you?" It's like, "I'm at the soup store." It's like, "Why are you buying clothes at the soup store?" And then he just curses him off. And they're like, and the conversation is just constantly escalating. They keep raising their voices and yelling louder and louder. And I just came across, like, I just couldn't believe what I'm hearing because it's just so random. It's like, it makes no sense. And that's the beautiful thing about memes, is they don't have to make sense.
What in God's good name did you just say to me?
Pete.
What in
Pete.
the sweet name of baby Jesus did you literally
Pete.
just say to me?
Pete, no. Can we take a minute for you to like Google, because it's like only like a 30-second video. Can you like Google like soup or super?
Super. Yeah, I can. But
Su-
Alex,
and
I'm just
just
gonna
watch
say,
it.
I'm just gonna say that was one of the worst things I've ever heard.
Okay, I want you to like. I also came up with a test to tell if something is funny or not. I want you to like hold your breath when you're watching the video and try to just keep it in. And if you can't, it means there is some comedic value.
Okay. I will find this video, I will watch it, and then give you my take. my god. What did I just watch? Oh man, Alex, what in God's name? Why did you just make me devote those 40 seconds of my
Yeah,
life?
that's 40 seconds you're never getting
I'm
back,
never
Pete,
getting
but
those 40
it's
seconds
funny,
back,
Pete.
man.
It's funny. It's funny.
I mean, I understand why you think it's funny. You would love The Office, wouldn't you? That type of humor.
I watched it. It's okay.
You don't like it that
It,
much? Because I feel like
it
you
has
like
its
awkward,
moments.
silly
Its
humor.
it has its moments, but like I prefer have you ever watched like British sitcoms?
No.
I prefer that kind of wit cuz The Office is just like awkward people standing still awkwardly, silently and awkwardly for long periods of time with the camera slightly like moving a little bit to imitate as though like someone's like spying on them. And I mean, yeah, I get it. It's funny, haha. But
All I'm saying is that you seem like the type of person that would like that type of humor. So that's why. At least based on the video I just watched.
I mean, okay, P, your turn. What's your favorite meme? What meme made you laugh out loud?
Because I'm a pretty sarcastic person for the people that know me well. So I actually I loved SpongeBob when I was little. I watched the fuck out of that show. I watched it so much. So my favorite one was the SpongeBob where he looks like a bird, and then you just type the whole caption alternating letters like lowercase, uppercase, and it doesn't matter. You can use that meme for anything. So let's say you tell me something and I'm trying to sarcastically make fun of you. I send you that meme with a sarcastic response or something like that. So for instance, you send me this video, super whatever it's called, and I say something back to you like with alternating lowercase and uppercase, something like I don't even know. The whole point of it is to be a sarcastic meme, and I find that stuff funny.
And you're complaining about my memes, Pete? You're using the SpongeBob chicken meme as like that's your favorite meme?
Is it a chicken? Well, I mean, one-liner, yeah. Like to use as a one-liner.
Oh, if you want one-liners, there's a SpongeBob meme that keeps being used, and it's basically the Patrick meme where he's like he's just standing there, and then there's like an image of anything, and it's like menacingly, and
No, yeah. When I was talking about memes, I was talking about one-liners. I also really like the Dos Equis guy. The Dos Equis memes. Those are hilarious, man.
Can you give me an example? I probably know it, but
Do you remember those Dos Equis commercials with the guy that just looks like an old grizzled
yeah, that's not a meme.
beard,
That's just a
and
like nice.
and he's the most.
That's just a nice commercial.
No, but they memed it.
Oh,
Like he's the most interesting man in the world, and he can swim through land, he can walk on water, he can fly by flapping his fingers, type of thing. Like here's one. This is kind of a shitty one, but it says, I don't always like comments on Facebook, but when I do, it's to end a conversation. Type of thing. It's like I like those because those are funny.
Yeah.
It's like the Chuck Norris jokes. You remember the Chuck Norris jokes, dude?
yeah. It's
Oh my god.
yeah.
That's so funny. Dude, the Chuck Norris jokes were so funny when I was little.
Yeah. I know.
You can't tell me you didn't like those.
I mean, the funny thing is I didn't know who Chuck Norris was at the time when I was in middle school. So people would make Chuck Norris jokes, and I'd be like, haha, okay. Because I'd just be like, okay, it's just a guy. And I didn't get it. And then I like watched the movies. I'm like, oh, now I get it.
No, dude, Chuck Norris jokes were so goddamn funny. It's like, here's... This is funny. When God said, let there be light, Chuck Norris said, say please. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer, but it's too bad he's never cried before. And aren't you related to an oncologist?
Yeah.
So, So,
Ha ha
I
ha.
mean,
You're so funny, Pete. You're so
Chuck
funny.
Norris. Hey, Chuck Norris can speak Braille.
Okay. Oh, is that real or is that a
Braille is
joke?
the dude. Braille is the language that blind people use when they have to
I
read,
know.
like to figure out where they. Yeah, Chuck Norris can speak Braille. You don't speak Braille,
Oh,
man. You feel it with your
oh.
fingers.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was
Oh
horrible,
man,
Pete.
these these are so funny.
There,
Chuck Norris makes onions cry. Yeah, this is hilarious. I could go on all day with
yeah,
these.
yeah. I love how the word meme is like an actual like philosophical psychological term, and the internet just ruined it.
Ah, wait. What do you mean philosophical
It's
psychological
like
term?
I actually has a definition. Like it's a real word. It like has a
No.
meaning. It wasn't just an idiot on the internet.
Wait, how so?
I forget who. It was like in the like 90s, like a German philosopher or something came up with the idea of a meme. Like he defined it, and it has relatively similar, not sim. It's like slightly related to internet memes, but not really. Like it wasn't as it was supposed to be. It's not the actual intention of it. 1976, the selfish gene in which a biologist, Richard Dawkins, the
Ah,
selfish
Richard
gene, in
Dawkins.
which he suggested that ideas could replicate, evolve, and enter popular culture in a process analogous to the way genes spread. In other words, he's
Jeez.
saying a meme is just like an idea that spreads like a cell or a virus.
Well,
And he's not
that's
wrong.
not. That is completely true,
Yeah,
dude.
but
Wait, yeah, if you look up the definition of meme, it's literally an idea, behavior, or style that becomes a fad and spreads by means of imitation or, I guess, just person to person contact within a culture.
yeah, but
It's a
this was made in
particular
the
phenomenon.
70s. Not before smartphone technology. They came up with the idea before it even existed.
What was it called back then, though?
Meme. It's literally the
No.
word. Meme.
That's hilarious, bro. Holy crap.
I was trying to tell you, it's like the word meme wasn't just some random word. It's an actual word that has a meaning and a definition to it. It wasn't just
Yo.
some stupid internet slang.
Oh. That's funny. That's actually really funny.
It's tragic that it's so true. Bless you.
Gosh. Oh. No, oh, you know what's another great meme? I like not silly humor, but I like people being kind of doofuses. And so, and also, here's another thing. The big misconception about memes is memes can be videos too. Like you showed me a video meme. That was a meme, but it was
Yeah,
like a
no.
45-second video.
I knew that. I knew memes can be videos.
No, it's not for you, man. It's to the listeners, bruh.
Oh, okay. Memes
No,
can be
but
images, videos, even just like quotes in the YouTube comments can be a meme.
yeah, and I'm a huge fan of house music, but I loved this one meme that was it was made by this one dude. I forget his name. I'm gonna look it up right now. But it was to the song "Push the Feeling On" by the Nightcrawlers. It was this guy. Yes, it's if you watch this video, it was this guy that was in a car in the passenger seat, and the dude starts playing the song "Push the Feeling On," and the guy starts like vibing a little bit, and then he gets out of the car and starts dancing on the road next to the car as it's walking or as it's driving down the street, and he's like walking and dancing and everything, and it's just hilarious. Um, I like it. And then, have you heard of Fisher? Have you heard of the music producer slash DJ Fisher?
No, I haven't heard.
No,
Fisher.
you haven't heard of Fisher? What?
I've heard of
Have you
other
heard the song
Fishers.
"Losing It"?
What?
Have you heard the song "Losing It"? It's like the most popular tech house song.
I mean, if it's the most popular, I probably heard of it. I'm really bad at names with songs. I don't know names. I just know music.
I guarantee you, if I played it for you, you'd know it instantly. But anyways, Fisher did his own remake, and he on his Instagram, he remade the video with that same exact song, and it was hilarious too, because he was just like, He was because he was also like half naked. I would say he wasn't wearing anything in that video practically, and he was just dancing on the road in public and just walking down the street with his friend driving the car.
Ay, ay, ay.
Meme culture. I love meme culture.
For those of you who have too much free time and are going to endeavor in meme culture, please note the best memes are the ones with the least effort. So please don't try hard. Please don't bother people. Please don't be a nuisance.
Yeah.
That's my
I would
PSA.
I would ask what do you think is the objectively funniest meme, but memes are so damn subjective, man. It's impossible
Memes
to pick a
don't.
universal one.
Memes always are very ephemeral. They don't last very long. Like you remember
Yeah.
OK Boomer?
Oh my god.
That's a
Oh,
meme,
that's
but like that
hilarious.
existed for
Oh
like
my
a few
God.
months. Dabbing, remember
Yeah.
that used to be a thing.
That was a yeah, I guess that was technically a meme, but it was more of like a fad in a dance, like hitting the whoa or the nay nay or the folks,
The whip
like
and
all
nay
those
nay,
things.
that was a
Yes,
meme.
dude. Holy crap. Those I guess those like people memed those things, but also, technically
I mean, the whip and nay nay they were a dance move that I didn't like many TikTok dance moves nowadays, but it was a dance move before a meme. Dabbing, on the other hand, was a meme. It was a joke. And I refuse to
crazy.
believe otherwise, because it's not a dance move. It's an idiot.
That reminds me so much of high school when we made or no, not we, but it was another class made our one of the teachers do a dab because he was an older guy and he was also my high school tennis coach, like for our high school team, and it was just hilarious because he was an older guy. He was not in tune with internet culture at all. And they were like, they just got him to do a dab in front of the class, and it was one of the funniest and most adorable things ever because it's just this 80-year-old high school teacher. He's just dabbing in front of a
But
bunch
it's
of
so
stupid
stupid,
kids.
and
They
I
have
still
no
to this
idea.
day, hate dabbing because it's the stupidest thing in the world that shouldn't have. Hillary
Oh,
Clinton did a dab for her presidential campaign. All right,
yeah, that
it's
was so
stupid.
cringy.
It's stupid, Pete. It's like when politicians are indulging in your meme, you've messed up.
You have
You've brought a cancer to this world and it needs to be taken out.
Use Chuck Norris's tears.
Remember planking, Pete? Remember that was a thing? Like when we
Oh,
were kids?
dude, you remember the Harlem Shake?
Remember the Harlem Shake, Pete? That was a thing.
Holy crap! Or the mannequin challenge.
What
You
was
don't remember
that challenge?
That was where you would play Black Beatles by Ray Shremmerd, and then just everybody in a room stands still, and you take a video just going up to every single person and like everyone's posing like a mannequin. They're frozen.
I never saw that one. Probably.
You're joking.
But it sounds as stupid as it sounds.
Yeah, I mean dude, that's the whole point of memes, bro.
Yeah. Remember
they're supposed
Vine,
to be
Pete?
stupid.
Remember Vine? Remember that?
Oh,
was a
don't
thing?
even get me started on Vine right now. Don't even dare. TikTok is trying to take over as the next Vine, and
TikTok is the next
making me
Vine,
ill.
Pete. What are you kidding? It's already surpassed it.
Okay, yes, but Vine will always hold a special place in my heart because Vine has memes or had memes for days.
Yeah, that was a cavalcade of just beautiful memes.
You just say cavalcade.
Yeah, that's a word, Pete. I'm pretty sure I
Man
used it
studies for his
correctly.
GRE, and then all of a sudden he thinks he's a linguistics professor. Okay.
I can speak sometimes English. Shut up.
Oh. Yeah, dude. Do you remember those vines where I think his name's King Batch, or that was his Vine name?
Yeah,
and,
the
and he would
musical
go up
artist.
and he would go up in like random conversation, and then he would just run up to a wall and do a backflip off it, and they'd be like, "Yeah, but that backflip though."
Yeah.
You remember
I
those?
know. I remember.
Or the
It'd be
gas
like-
money ones.
What?
The gas money ones where he's
Yeah.
in
It's
his
like
car.
you got that gas money. It's like we're on a plane. It's like no, you're not.
We're on a plane. Yeah, those are funny, man. Those are awesome. That reminds me. That takes me back.
Yeah, that was a better time. Now we're in the dark ages.
No, we're not in the dark ages. We're just in a different time, man. We're in a different time, different memes, different memes as well. And it's just everything evolves in some way, shape, or form, either for the better or for the worse. So I don't see it as a dark time. I see it as just
It's
different.
the new time.
Yeah, exactly. Who do you think is the most memed person ever?
Ever?
I have my opinion, and I can support it very much.
I mean, ever. I mean, Chuck Norris is a good one. Donald Trump in modern times is a pretty good one. Um, Obama wasn't really made fun of too much. It has to be someone like famous.
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely famous people.
That guy who did the salt thing, where he like did that special pose with the salt.
Salt Bay, exactly.
Who else? Men in Black and Star Wars get memed a lot. I don't know.
I don't think there's an actual exact kind of.
But who do you think is like really
What's it called?
memeable in
I was gonna say Donald Trump, man.
Donald Trump?
Because here's the thing.
No one thought he'd be
We
president,
discussed-
and he became president.
Yeah, we discussed how a meme is more of an idea. It's not just like using their face or their picture for the meme and just putting a caption on it. It's like being able to make fun of someone so consistently, which quite frankly is like one of the big things that's happened in American culture is like he just got memed so hardcore because everything that he said always, like either on Twitter or in a press conference or in a speech, is just there was always just some glorious sound bites of just pure I can't even find the word, but it was just something that you could meme instantly.
Yeah.
Always. Like every time he said China, everybody would freak out. Everybody would be like China. You know? It's or the finger, like the way he put his fingers up, you know?
Yeah, but I think
When he would try to make a point.
Yeah. I mean, that's just because of who he is. He's just a very memeable guy. But
Yeah.
only made worse. Well, yeah, I guess worse is the right word. It's only made worse because he actually succeeded when everyone thought he would fail.
Yeah.
So the second
But
that
that's
happened,
in the past time.
the floodgates were open.
Yeah, it was literally, yeah. That was in the past, though. Salt Bay, I think, was a huge meme also. That was, whew.
Baby Yoda.
I remember
was a
that.
meme.
Did you know? Oh, Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian, yes.
Memes are just
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's true.
They're art. I think that's
Well, no,
fair to say.
I mean, okay, look, if we compare art to, Michelangelo, Da
No, they're
Vinci,
not like it's not comparable,
not
but
that
it is
type of art.
it is an art form in the most ridiculous
no,
way possible.
I totally agree. Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's not beautiful art. It's more just
A skill.
It's for entertainment. It's something that entertains people.
Not even skill. It's a phenomenon. It's like it exists and it just it works. It just works, and we don't know why it works. It just does.
It's like Alex's hair. It's just no one knows.
You're so funny, Pete, but this is a podcast and no one can see my hair, so it's now up to the listener's imagination.
I had to drop a little roast in
What's
there.
wrong with my hair? It does its
Nothing.
job.
You see how I got you now. You're gonna be so self-conscious.
No, I'm not, but I'm like it does its job. It's there.
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you.
I don't wear a hat all day. Got him.
Rick and Morty is pretty. You watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah,
right?
I saw every episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an old show, Pete.
Okay, fair. It's a pretty memed show, I think.
It's also we started this whole episode with triggering
Pop science.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we already mentioned in several other episodes how Rick and Morty is a fun science show, science fiction show. It's not real.
It's pop science, It's so.
But that brings up. Do you know what fandoms are, Pete?
Actually, no. Can you explain that?
What a fandom is?
Yeah.
It's basically a collection of fans that that treat things really passionately, and
okay.
Like all good things, it usually turns into a cesspool of superiority complexes and vile hatred.
Of course.
Like, there are people who watch Rick and Morty and think that if you don't like Rick and Morty, you just aren't smart.
What?
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're just not smart enough to get the
What
science
does that
behind it. And it's like,
What does that even? Oh, okay. I guess so, but at the same time, you don't have to necessarily understand all the science to get that it's a funny show.
Pete, it's a science fiction show with vulgar humor. You're not supposed to look so deep into it. You know what I'm saying? You're
Exactly.
not supposed to put yourself on a pedestal and be like, if you don't match, quote unquote, your intellect, which is more or less just trivia facts about a fictional show, then you're beneath them.
Jesus Christ, man, that's so
And
stupid.
I'm just
That's an
sitting
actual
here.
thing? I didn't even know that was.
I mean, yeah, every fandom has something you've probably
Yeah.
met people who really like a certain artist, or better yet, Apple products. People who like Apple and
Mmm.
who refuse to admit that they are run by an evil mastermind who are abusing them.
Damn, you'll never live that down.
It's true.
But you're right. You're totally no. I mean, at least the fandom thing. Yeah, you're totally right. That makes total sense to me.
No, I'm sure you
That's
met
crazy.
someone who likes a certain type of music, and if you don't like it, you're just not in it. You just don't understand it.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like, and
The
but
thing
like,
is, everyone's like that.
yeah, but like,
It's
there's that
terrible.
sense of like that notion of you have your own opinions, and then there's
Yeah.
that sense of superiority or entitlement that's like you just don't get it. I'm smart enough to get it, but you're not. You know, that sense of I'm better than you. That's where it goes too far, and I'm like, okay, dude, calm down. Your favorite artists might be good for you, but I don't have to like it. I said it
That's
there.
true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I noticed that. I mean, a lot of people try to force their opinions on others. I don't know how I feel about that. That's not my cup of tea. If you're gonna try to force your opinions on others, then first of all, how are people gonna even genuinely, individualistically like the opinion that you are trying to push onto them? People don't want to do stuff that they don't want to do.
Yeah,
So
but Pete,
simple.
Pete, have you forgotten? The world revolves around me. So if you don't cater to my every whim, that's clearly your fault, and you just
Oh
don't
man.
get it, and you're to blame, and I am never to blame, and I've never done
Yeah.
anything wrong in my life, and I'm always right, and you have to do whatever I say because I'm smarter and better than you. Have you forgotten?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you for schooling me, man. Just
In all
just
seriousness,
next time be a little more direct.
yeah. In all seriousness, there are people like this, and they're stupid in my eyes.
And meme culture exposes those type of people too. That's the best part. You see? Because like you could meme anybody that's like that. Like anybody that gets famous for something stupid, like the Karens, they get memed instantly.
Unfortunately, they don't learn. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah. That is the human condition, man. People that become famous for the wrong things and then don't learn from their mistakes, or at least, yeah, it's
Like,
just
the
sad.
irony of this is like the whole world is calling you out, and your response is, oh, they're wrong. They're the bad person for calling me out. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? It's like the whole world is laughing at you, and you're like, no, they're wrong. I'm right. It's like the Simpsons meme. You know what, Principal Skinner? There's an episode where he's like chasing Bart, and he's like, I know exactly where kids go. And then he like goes to like a museum, which Bart would never go to. And he's like, am I just out of touch with kids these days? And he's like, no, the kids are wrong. I'm right. And that's just a perfect like encapsulation of like, you just don't get it. You're wrong. You don't understand. Just an
Sad,
unwillingness
dude.
to adapt,
Sad.
which brings us full circle to then puts our tangent to an end when I come back to triggering. Full circle, baby.
Mm.
What I don't like about people who have been misusing triggering is real life people who get actually triggered. They try to work through their problems. They try to like understand it. Whereas the meme culture and the vitriolic people on social media, they just They literally use the word to be like, you're wrong and I'm right and you should stop talking. Like an argument ender, even though most of
Yeah.
the time it's not even an argument, it's just a thought they don't like, which is just so, it's just the
Mm-hmm.
opposite of what, like, both what a trigger is and how it's supposed to be handled. Like, people who actually suffer have the courage and bravery to overcome it, and these spoiled brats on the internet, who are over the age of 20, mind you, are like having a mental breakdown over like a slight comment and or a photo they didn't like, say, and making, turning it into a political socio-economic issue that like has no relevance at all. And it's just like, dude, calm down, get over it, and get over yourself.
It's just a picture of Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, just put Pepe the Frog and write
Oh.
LOL.
Oh man. Oh, or yeah,
Yeah.
the what's it called? The Pepe meme. You remember how Pepe almost got canceled because of something like that? That is I don't even remember why it got canceled. I don't know the reason or the justification, but some people got triggered and then all of a sudden, yeah, I don't remember why, but
It's just like,
meme culture,
yeah,
man.
we spoke about this like in one of our earlier episodes about like how I think the solution to happiness is to get rid of your own ego and like stop treating yourself like a god whose opinion matters the most.
Mhm.
It's just not worth it. You're just gonna fill your life with hatred, since no one will reach your personal standards and no one will like you because of your
No
ridiculous
one will
standards.
like you.
It's true. If you're pushing
No,
everyone
it's
away
yeah.
saying you're wrong and I don't like you and you're racist, you're sexist, you're bigot, you're homophobic, you're XYZ ABC 123, it's just like, okay, none of that's true. You're just saying that because reasons that are completely illogical, but because you feel that way, you think they're right. Yeah, it's just
And there goes your internet culture rant of the week.
there goes my internet culture round.
With that being said, Alex, I just got one thing to say. Stay memeing.
And stay positive.
Boom.
Good night, everyone.